Hi, this is another OET sample speaking video. With me is Sonam and she will take up the role of the patient. And I'll be dealing the role of the nurse. The setting is a home visit. This is a very relevant topic because the patient here, she is a 24-year-old pregnant woman and she is worried about having acquired the coronavirus as she shows certain symptoms of the disease. So she is here to talk to me, and because it's a home visit, I'm visiting her home. I'm going to check out what is really worrying her. So hope this video helps you. So this setting ഒരു home visit ആണ്. ഇവിടെ patient സോനം ആണ് ആ patient റോളായി ചെയ്യുന്നത്. ഒരു 24-year-old ആയ ഒരു pregnant woman ആണ് സോനം enact ചെയ്യുന്ന റോള്. ഈ കുട്ടിക്ക് cough, sneezing അങ്ങനത്തെ ചില symptoms ഉള്ളതുകൊണ്ട് തന്നെ Sonam thinks that she has corona. So അതിനെക്കുറിച്ച് സംസാരിക്കാനാണ് എന്നെ വിളിച്ചിരിക്കുന്നത്. And as a nurse, ഞാൻ സോനത്തിൻ്റെ വീട്ടിൽ പോയിട്ടാണ് ഇതിനെക്കുറിച്ച് സംസാരിക്കുന്നത്. So we'll see how this whole thing happens. So shall we begin, Sonam?
Sure.
Okay.
Now, since the 3 minutes of preparation is over, let's move ahead with the roll call. You have 5 minutes for which, at the end of which, I'll ask you to stop.
Okay.
Let's begin.
All right. Hi.
Hello.
Can I meet Miss Sonam, please?
That is who I am.
All right. Okay, Sonam, I'm here to talk to you. Is this the right time?
Well, yes, you can.
Well, your mother-in-law, she did inform that you're worried about certain things. And may I know the reason for your worry?
Sure, sister. The thing is, like, you know, the outbreak, we know the outbreak of coronavirus everywhere. And to top it off, I have this coughing and sneezing and I feel a slight feverish. And I'm worried that I might be having one of those.
Okay, so you are worried because you're currently pregnant as well, right? Because that's what your mother-in-law told me.
Yes, sister.
And from what you say, I understand that you have certain symptoms like coughing and sneezing.
Yes, sister.
And do you have a temperature as well?
Yes, I was feeling a feverish last night.
Okay.
And still now I feel a bit weak.
Alright, so we'll just check out your temperature. And if it is a slight temperature, that shouldn't be a problem. Now, Sonam,
Yes.
like you identified, these are certain symptoms. But these are also symptoms of a common cold as well. Okay? So just because you have coughing or you sneeze or you have a mild temperature, that necessarily does not mean that you might suffer from corona.
Okay.
Okay? Because see, what basically happens is, how does corona spread is when you are in contact with an infected person, or it could be when you touch an infected surface. So have you traveled somewhere recently?
Well, recently no, but I am supposed to travel next week. I have my second scan to be done.
Okay, so if recently you haven't traveled, that means you haven't had any contact with an infected person, provided members in your family haven't traveled anywhere far and wide.
As far as I remember, I don't think so, no.
Alright, so that shouldn't be a problem, but we'll check it out anyway.
Okay.
Well, basically this corona spreads, like I said, when you touch an infected area.
Okay.
So you just need to be careful that every time you try eating something, you wash your hands thoroughly.
Okay.
Okay? And what I mean by washing is not a very quick wash, but you should make sure that you wash for at least 20 seconds.
Okay.
Okay, with soap, and as you wash, you need to make sure that all your areas of the hands are covered, like the back side of your hands, the fingers, the webs, the nails. So you need to clean all of these areas every time you're planning to pop something in.
Okay.
And as a pregnant woman, I'm sure you'll be taking good care of your nutrition and you break down your meals, right?
Right.
Okay, so how often do you eat?
Well, I do have it as in when I feel hungry. Right now it might be around 4 to 5 times a day.
Well, that's good, but just make sure that you wash your hands every time before you eat.
Right,
Well,
sister.
so that is a good way to ensure that even if there is some infected area or something, some chance of infection, that is highly avoided.
So you expect me or you advise me to wash it every now and then?
Yes, as regular as possible, especially before eating something.
Okay.
And even it could spread when you touch your hands, like into your nose or your eyes. Like if you want to rub your eyes and if your hands are not clean, that could again cause infection.
Okay.
So you need to avoid.
Okay.
All right, touching your eyes, maybe rubbing your nose without without washing your hands. If you do any of these, there's a high chance that you could be infected.
Okay.
Okay.
Fine.
So you need to be careful with these. Well, yes, please.
No, please continue.
Are you really, do you need to know anything more about how you can avoid this or be careful about?
Well, yeah, it would be great because I'm really worried for my child too.
Okay. Well, as of now, if you have a concern that if at all infected, would this pass on to your unborn child? Well, what I can tell you is we really do not have any published scientific reports confirming such cases. Okay. But now corona is a more wider spread of virus, and there have been certain other attacks or outbreaks, in the past as well. Like I'm sure you've heard of SARS.
Yes, I did.
So these are all a family of the corona itself.
Okay.
So when such cases did show that there could be a possibility of transmission, but these are not confirmed cases. So I would say you don't have to worry much about that right now. And if at all, we could also have any further tests conducted to ensure that you're safe and not infected yet. Okay.
So sister, one more thing I wanted to know is, as I already mentioned, I have a scan to be done next week. So, I'll be traveling to the hospital. So, what precautions should I take there?
Well, that's a good question, because you need to really be careful when you travel, especially when you're going to a hospital.
Okay. So, that is the end of your roll card. Thank you.
Thank you.